Hey, how are you? This is Artie Rose from the fictional baseball universe. Um, we're here um, in the middle of a replay of the 1986 season. And we've got some what ifs in the implemented into the season, such as a DH in the National League and also two wild card teams per league to make for an interesting playoff scenario. Now, historically, 1986 was the year that the Mets won the World Series, beating the Boston Red Sox. So we're going to see how this plays out with the playoffs and the wild card teams. Um, I am actually managing the Yankees, who finished in second place in the the AL East. I'm hoping that I could at least get them into the playoffs and possibly have a Subway Series against the Mets. Right now, as you can see, the Mets are in second place uh, with a 48 and 29 record behind the Philadelphia Phillies by 2.5 games. In the West, the Houston Astros have just taken over first place by 1 game. They did actually win that division in 1986. The Red Sox are on top by 3.5 games over the Blue Jays, and the Yankees are 5 games out with a 46 and 36 record. In the Western Division, the Angels, California Angels, are actually have the best record in baseball with a 53 and 27 record. The wild card in the AL is the two top teams are the Royals and the Blue Jays. And in the National League, it's the Mets and the Montreal Expos. So that's where we're at right now. um, we can show you also now some statistics. The batting leaders uh, in the American League, we have Jim Rice batting 368, Cal Ripken Jr. is number 2, and George Bell number 3. Leading in home runs is Jesse Barfield. Don Mattingly is third with 20 home runs at the halfway mark of the season. Um, Mattingly also has 64 RBIs in second place. Ricky Henderson is leading the majors with 62 stolen bases. We jump down to some pitching stats. We have Floyd Bannister from the White Sox is the top ERA with a 1.83 ERA. Kirk McCaskill of the Angels is got 13 wins, topping the American League pitchers. Mark Langston, remember him from Seattle, 150 strikeouts at the halfway. He's on a pace for 300. And Tom Henke is the leader, the closer, with 24 saves. Jumping over to the National League, we have Hubie Brooks of Montreal's batting 386. Gary Carter is leading the National League in home runs with 19. Mike Schmidt from the Phillies is in first with runs batted in at 68. Vince Coleman from the St. Louis Cardinals is leading the league in stolen bases with 60. If we jump down to some pitching, we have the ERA leader is Sean Raleigh with a 2.14 ERA. Dwight Gooden has the most wins for a pitcher at 12. And Mike Scott from the Houston Astros is the strikeout leader with 171. So now jumping over to the Yankees, very interesting team with this historical replay. Um, I have it set where all the transactions that actually happened as far as trades and acquiring players and releasing players is exactly the same as it was. So the Yankees just got Claudell Washington from the Atlanta Braves for Ken Griffey. Uh, he's definitely going to help us. He's got a 287 batting average with 11 home runs and 22 RBIs. Um, Pitching is a little bit of an issue with this team. You can see the starting rotation. I have a four-man rotation. Um, the only winning pitcher is Dennis Rasmussen with 8-6 record now. Um, Ron Guidry actually was doing very well. He's on the injured list. He had a 9-3 record. He's towards the end of his career here at 35 years old. But he was having a good season. Hopefully, he'll be back soon to help this team. Um, and that's pretty much it. So I will periodically, this is the halfway point in the season. We're in July, the first week in July, July 7th, 1986. So I'll probably simulate another month at the end of July going into August, see where we're at, and give you an update. And then, of course, once the playoffs roll around, the fun begins. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.